for me, the most interesting thing is not what Bitcoin can do for Western developed countries, because we have fairly sophisticated banking systems. I am fascinated by the idea of being able to deploy Bitcoin on a Nokia feature phone in Kenya, in Lagos, Nigeria, and bringing online to a global economy people who have never had access to financial services with international credit, and who could now be connected to everyone else in the world on an equal footing. That is very exciting to me, and I think that's where the greatest need lies that Bitcoin can fulfill.
Okay.
Crypto is freedom.
Crypto is revolutionary.
What problem does this solve? That's still the question I ask. The fact of the matter is it's still a lot easier to do business with the good old Yankee dollar.
We know that putting power back into the hands of the individual and away from centralized authorities is going to be a powerful concept for the whole world.
The world that Satoshi Nakamoto, author of the Bitcoin white paper, envisioned, and others are building, is an unstoppable force. We should not attempt to deter this innovation, and governments cannot stop this innovation.
Running infrastructure for the Lightning Network, which is a near instantaneous global fully final payments layer that works on Bitcoin. It could work in other networks as well, that those businesses are unsure if they're a money transmitter, etc.
Two major classes of use cases that we're focused on. The first is use cases that were not previously possible. You can think of things like the creator economy, machine-to-machine payments, micropayments, natively embedded payments on the internet. And the second is access for those that previously did not have it. So you look at the emerging market landscape, places like,
Africa wins with Bitcoin. Africa wins with Bitcoin. And Bitcoin wins with Africa. Africa wins with Bitcoin's help, and Bitcoin wins with Africa's help.
Let's talk about currency itself. That seems to be the most important part of the discussion. Do you think anything with the volatility that crypto has shown can ever become a medium of exchange in the sense that fiat and sovereign currencies have become? And you look at...
It's possible. I would say also quickly, the technology under the undergird of the foundation of the technology is really an issue. The cost from a payments perspective, which I'm sure you've read about, those are issues that I think have to be figured out in order for the application of these tools in traditional finance and payment systems to be applied.
So Bitcoin mining, as I said, is becoming increasingly more sustainable. If you go back to Q1 of 21, before the transition from China, most of the energy mix was fossil fuel, high carbon producing. So roughly the renewable mix was only about, or the sustainable mix was about 36%. It then quickly jumped to 56%. And as you can see, quarter by quarter, we're continuing to increase the sustainable mix of energy.
And the Senate is responsible for the oversight of the nation's commodity markets. Bitcoin, although a cryptocurrency, is a commodity. It's a commodity in the eyes of the federal courts and the opinion of the SEC chairman. There's no dispute about this. If there are exchanges where commodities are traded, be it wheat, oil, or Bitcoin, then they must be regulated. It's simply that simple.